Joining me live now is former White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney. Mick, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. Business Insider says 2023 was a chaotic mess and that 2024 is going to be, quote, a dumpster fire of a year for US politics. Do you agree with that headline?
Oh, I think that's probably an understatement, Kenny. Happy New Year to you. It's still 2023 here, but looking forward to going out this evening and getting started with 2024. It's going to be nasty. It really is. The recent developments in the state of Colorado and just in the last couple of days, another state, Maine, has kicked Donald Trump off of the ballot in that state as well. So there's going to be a chance that he may not be on a couple of different ballots going into the election. Don't think it makes a real difference directly because these are not states that Donald Trump could win. And again, we elect our president state by state and not nationally. So it doesn't really change the outcome, but it's just going to simply raise the temperature. My guess is you'll start to hear Republican-leaning states talk about finding ways to kick Joe Biden off of the ballot. Does all of that sound crazy? Yeah, it is. It's going to be a very, very interesting, very difficult year for electoral politics here in the United States.
Yeah, well, you've got that impeachment inquiry going on into the Biden family at the moment, and that investigation is ongoing. But also, Annalise mentioned Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley, who hasn't been doing all that bad in the polls, but has suffered a recent gaffe. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Nikki's a friend of mine. We served together in the state legislature. She was my governor. I live in South Carolina. She had a really, really good run, has had a really good run the last couple of months. She's moved from a distant fourth or fifth into a tie for second with Ron DeSantis. Still, as Annalise correctly said, a long way behind Donald Trump, but she does have some momentum. This past week, though, she got asked a relatively simple question. You expect to get questions when you run in this country about the causes of the Civil War. Our Civil War, even though it was 150, 160 years ago, we still have discussions about it. And in her answer, she did not mention the word slavery at all. In fact, even when the person came in and asked a follow-up question, she did not use the word slavery. And then after the interview, she accused that person asking the question of being a Democrat plant. It was very, very poorly handled. We haven't seen any polling data yet, Kenny, since that little dust-up, which was late this past week. We'd be curious to see if she moves in the balloting at all. There's a chance that this momentum that she had going into the weekend, into the new year, may sort of run out of gas because of this gaffe.
Well, it's coming up to 6 p.m, I think, local time in Florida, where you are at the moment. How are you spending New Year's Eve? Because it's yet to arrive for you. Does Miami put on a good show?
Kenny, I'm talking to you on New Year's. That's what I'm doing. Tonight, I'm actually in Key West, Florida. We have a very unique, you folks shoot the fireworks off the bridge there in Sydney. We will take one lucky citizen, dress them up as the baby New Year, which is down here simply means you get dressed up in a diaper, and we lower you from the mast of one of the 19th century ships that are here in the tourist parts of the harbor. So it's a unique American tradition, a unique Florida Key West tradition. Looking forward to celebrating the New Year this evening.
Well, we would love to play that live, that's for sure. Mick Mulvaney, I'm sure we're going to be talking to you a lot throughout the year with such a big year ahead in the US. Thanks so much. And again, Happy New Year.
Thanks to you, Kenny.